Friends, today we will learn structure. Definition of the structure is it is collection of same or different data types variables under a common name. It is collection of same or different data types variable under a common name. Used to create user-defined data type. Used to create user-defined data type. It means we can create our own data type using structure. To create structure, struct keyword is used. Now we will understand structure programming with help of some definition. Struct is the keyword, structure name that we can write any structure name, then data type variable 1, data type variable 2 up to whichever variables we need, that variable we need to declare inside the structure body. Structure body is finished with curly bracket and semicolon. Remember that variable 1, variable 2 up to variable n, they are called member variable of the structure. And to create a structure variable, we need to follow syntax like struct, structure name and then variable name. Again, struct is a keyword. We can give structure name anything that we like. If we are going to store student information, we can write student here. If we are going to store employee information, we can write employee here. And whichever the data we want to store for a particular student, that variables we will create here for a particular student. It means here we need to create variables for a single student, for a single employee, for a single book or for a single college. And number of student that we want to create, that variable we can create here. Example, suppose I want to store a student information like roll number and name. Again, I want to store a student information like roll number and name. So I will create a struct is the keyword, structure name is a student, variables are roll number and name, and my structure is finished with semicolon, and I want to store for a student only. So that student variable is this one. It means S1 student has roll number and S1 student has name. Same way, if I want to store employee information like employee number, employee name and employee age. So I have created a structure called employee with member variables employee number, employee name and employee age. And I want to store this kind of information for two employees, then I have to create variables of employee 1 here and employee 2 here. It means if I want to store this all information for 3 employees, then I will just need to create one more variable E3 here. These are called the member variables and these are called the structure variables. Remember that these are the member variables and these are structure variables. Build our program. I have taken number of definitions. In my lecture by lecture, I will take one definition and the next definition and the next definition to understand all structure programs. In this, my first lecture, I am going to create a structure program to store a student information like roll number and name. Again, I did that. Write a structure program to store a student information like roll number and name. Here we want to store roll number and name for a student, for a single student only. Let's build our program. First of all, include stdio.h. I am saving this file with program 1. Now we need to create structure here. To create a structure, we will follow syntax. Syntax was struct is the keyword, so I will use struct. Then structure name. I am going to store information of a student, so I am going to write student here. Then my curly bracket. This is my structure body. Inside structure body, I need to create member variable. Here we are going to store roll number and name. So character name. My structure is finished. Now integer name. Our definition says we need to store roll number and name for a single student. So I want to create a single student. To create single student, struct is the keyword, then structure name is the student, and for one student only, so I am creating S1. Now to receive S1's roll number and S1 name, we will use printf and scanf statement. I use printf, enter roll number. To receive this roll number, I need to use scanf statement. Ampersand s1.rno. Remember this. This is our syntax. We have to write structure variable, then dot, and then member variable. It means this number is stored in S1's roll number place. Printf, enter name. To receive this name, I use scanf statement. Ampersand s1.name. Okay, my S1 student is created with his roll number and his name. Now I want to print his roll number and name, so I use again printf statement. Printf roll number colon %d, and his roll number is s1.rno. Remember the syntax is structure variable dot member variable. Now I want to print name. Name %s s1 dot name, and I like to print this name on the new line, so I use /n. Now our program is finished, so return 0. Our program is finished. I save the program. Let's compile the program. Our program is perfect without any error. Let's execute the program. Enter roll number, I give 10. Enter name, I give A, B, C. Now roll number and name is printed for the S1 student perfectly. Our program is executed perfectly. Now let's understand how this program is actually running perfectly. Hello. Our first line in integer main is struct student S1. As soon as this line is executed, compiler will create S1 with its member variable roll number and name. There is no values at the moment. As program's execution goes ahead, our line is printf enter roll number. So it will print on the output screen enter roll number. We have given 10 and press enter. So this scanf statement will receive number 10 and store it into the S1's roll number. So now 10 is stored. Printf enter name. This printf will print on output screen enter name. I have given ABC and press enter. So scanf statement will receive ABC and store into S1's name. So S1's name is ready. My first student with the roll number and name is ready. Now I want to print this S1's detail. So I have used printf. Printf roll number %d s1 dot S1's name will be printed ABC. Our program is executed perfectly. Thank you.
Hello friends, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press bell icon so I can give you more and more updated videos on related topic. Thank you very much. Thank you.